Hey guys, I'm Glenn from Southwest Kayak Fishing.
All kidding aside, I'm back at Prado Lake. It's been nearly a year since I've been out here. And to celebrate Halloween, I'm wearing my Tiger King neck gaiter. This is going to be a relatively shorter than normal video. I'm actually here at Prado Lake just prior to trout season, which begins in November. They generally start stocking all the Southern California lakes with trout in the November time frame. I think Irvine starts a little later, but into December, but Prado won't be stocked until next month. So here I'm just going to take you for a quick tour around the lake. But stick around for the end of the video because I did do a recap of my favorite fishing knots.
Well, sun's out. It is warming up quick. Multitasking here. Fishing and playing Texas Hold'em. Okay, we're approaching the, I guess this is the little spillway. And during trout season, this is typically a hot spot. It gets super shallow here right now in about 4 feet of water. But yeah, there's a spillway. You can see shore fishermen casting from that little fence there, and then on this side as well. So come November, this spot will get pretty crowded. You'll see anglers from the shoreline here as well. But this is generally a great spot for trout. Any luck? Ah, slow. One last look at Prado Lake before trout season starts. Okay, I received several requests to show how to do these fishing knots under better lighting conditions and using something that's easier to see than fishing line. So what I have today is my kayak stringer and a piece of rope. So you could just pretend this is a barrel swivel or the eye of a hook. It's a lot easier to see. But basically, let's start with a clinch knot. You stick the line through the eye of the hook or the barrel swivel, just like that. And then you just start doing wraps. And generally I do 5 wraps, but since this is such thick rope, I'm just going to do 3 wraps. So you can see I'm just going to cross over. 1, 2, and 3. You then feed the line back through the loop like so. And that's it. This is a clinch knot. Tighten it down and you're done. That is a clinch knot. You would generally lubricate it, cut off the tag end, and you're done. Now the improved clinch is just one additional step, so let's do that. Okay, so starting again with the eye of the hook or the swivel, you feed your line through the eye. Cross over, and just like before, generally I do 5 wraps, but with this thicker rope I'll do 3. 1, 2, and 3. From there you go back through the loop that you created, and then again through the secondary loop, like so. At this point you generally would lubricate it with either the saliva or ocean water and just start pulling on the main line, like so. The great thing about the improved clinch knot again is the harder you pull on this thing, the tighter it gets. And that's it. That is the improved clinch knot. Now let me show you a third knot that I didn't show you before, and this particular knot is super strong. Now it does take a little longer to tie, and generally I would use it for like really big fish. So if you're fishing for bluefin, yellowfin, tuna, I would recommend the Trilene knot. And again, let's pretend this is the hook. You would feed your line through the eye, just like so, but then you feed it a second time through the eye, like this, creating this loop. So now I have this little loop. Let me get some extra line out here. Okay, so it's going through the eye of the hook twice. So now you have this loop. So I'm going to tighten it a little bit around my thumb here, and then here's the main line. I'm going to do 5 wraps, but generally, yeah, it's 5 wraps, but since again this is such a thick rope, I'm just going to do 3. 1, 2, 3 wraps. You then take the tag end of your line, go back through that original loop, like so, and then you tighten it down. And again, usually it's about 5 wraps, depending on the thickness of your line. Just pull on it. That is the Trilene knot. It is super secure. Look at that. That thing's not going anywhere. You just trim off the tag end, lubricate it, and it's good to go. So that is a Trilene knot. If I was to tie, let's say this stringer here, it didn't have a connector to my neck, I would use this Trilene knot for my stringer, because I would not want to lose the stringer in the water if it's loaded with fish. So let's do that one more time just to show you how to tie this Trilene knot. Feed the line through the eye one time, and then bring it back through the eye a second time, creating this loop. Okay, there's a loop. You want to bring that loop, tighten it down a little bit. A little bit more line here. Okay, tighten it down so that it's just around your thumb. Like so. Then with the tag end, wrap it around your main line 5 times. And again, because of the thickness of this rope, I'm just going to do 3. 1, 2, and 3. Feed the tag end back through this loop and start. At this point you would lubricate the line, but start tightening it down. That is a Trilene knot. Trim off the tag end, and that is a super solid knot. Again, this is something I'd recommend for the biggest of game, biggest of fish. And for something like this, a stringer that you don't want to lose, if it's loaded with fish, this is a good, secure, reliable knot, the Trilene.